They stopped her at the velvet rope, right in the hotel lobby. "Guests only," the concierge snapped, eyes scanning her worn coat. She held her reservation slip, but he didn't take it. A manager stepped closer, lowering his voice, loud enough to sting. "We don't allow loitering, especially during conferences." Every head turned, paunch lifted. Her cheeks burned as security moved in. She looked around, searching for one kind face. Found none. But as the elevator dinged behind them, her phone vibrated. One unread message, and in 9 minutes, this lobby would never feel the same again. Her name was Danielle Carter. She had flown in, overnight, economy seat, no sleep. A delayed flight, a missed connection, a lost suitcase. By the time she reached the Grand Halston Hotel, her heels were scuffed. Her hair was pulled back, simple and neat. No entourage, no designer labels, just a laptop bag and quiet exhaustion. This hotel mattered. Tomorrow morning, a private board meeting would decide a $400 million expansion. The location was confidential. Only executives and senior partners knew. Danielle hadn't stayed at this hotel in years. Back then, she was invisible. Tonight, she hoped to stay that way. She approached the front desk calmly, but the clerk's smile vanished the moment Danielle spoke. "Reservation for Carter." The clerk frowned, typed slowly, paused, looked up again. Then came the glance, the one Danielle knew too well. From airports, stores, boardrooms she once wasn't invited into. The manager was called before Danielle could explain, and the room around her began to change. Quieter, colder, but that was just the beginning. "Ma'am, are you sure you're at the right hotel?" The manager folded his hands, polite but sharp. Danielle nodded. "Yes, I'm checking in." He smiled thinly. "Our executive guests arrive tomorrow. This lobby is restricted tonight." She held out her phone. "I have a confirmation email." He didn't look. Security stepped closer. One guard shifted his weight, hand near his radio. People watched. A white couple whispered. A businessman smirked. The clerk avoided eye contact. Danielle's pulse raced. She'd negotiated billion-dollar deals without blinking. But this was different. Public. Humiliating. "Please," she said softly, "I just need my room key." The manager sighed, like she was exhausting him. "We can't have disruptions." Disruptions. That word hit harder than the rest. A woman near the couch muttered, "Unbelievable." Danielle's hands trembled as she tucked them into her coat. Her phone buzzed again. She ignored it. Security leaned in. "Ma'am, if you don't leave voluntarily, wait," Danielle said. Her voice cracked. For the first time, she looked around again. Still no help. Still no mercy. The manager gestured toward the doors. "Let's not make this uncomfortable." That was the lowest point. The moment she realized no title could protect you if no one believed you belonged. Her phone buzzed again. This time, the manager noticed. He frowned. Danielle looked down. 3 missed calls from E. Langford, the hotel's owner. She swallowed, slowly raised her head. "Before I go," she said quietly, "may I take this call?" The manager hesitated. 10. Shruge. Make it quick. She answered. "Yes," she said. The color drained from the manager's face, because the voice on speaker was loud and furious. "Danielle, where are you?" the voice demanded. "In your lobby," she replied calmly. A pause. Then, "Why isn't anyone greeting you?" The manager stepped forward, hands raised. "Sir, there's been a misunderstanding. Is this Mark Reynolds?" The voice snapped. "Yes, sir." "You're standing in front of my CEO." Silence. Heavy, crushing. The clerk's mouth fell open. The guard froze mid. Phones lowered. Danielle ended the call. Slowly, she met the manager's eyes. Still calm. Still composed. "I didn't want special treatment," she said. "I just wanted a room." The manager's knees buckled. The lobby felt smaller. Suddenly, every glance looked different. Every whisper stopped. Because the woman they tried to remove. She owned the company that owned the hotel, and she was taking notes. The owner arrived 8 minutes later, breathless, apologizing. "Too late?" Danielle didn't raise her voice. That made it worse. The manager was escorted away. The clerk was suspended. The security guard stared at the floor. Guests who laughed earlier looked ashamed. Danielle checked in herself at the executive desk. The next morning, the board met. Not in the hotel. She canceled the contract. Millions lost. Policies rewritten. Mandatory bias training enforced. But the real consequence came quietly. Danielle stood alone in the lobby before leaving. She looked at the velvet rope, then walked past it. Unstopped. Unquestioned. And before the doors closed, she turned back. "Next time," she said softly, "believe people before their titles. Because respect should never require proof. And sometimes, karma doesn't wait years. It waits 9 minutes.